helping out on the park cleanup day. We certainly appreciate that, especially since I couldn't be here. That it was nice that you guys were all here to help pick up the slack for me, so we appreciate that. And dedicating this tree and new trail. So I'll let Jim take it from there. Thank you.
And the blue hair is not natural. That came this morning. And I want to say thanks to volunteers that came out to help us today to dig and paint, and it was a job well done. So thank you.
Okay. Mayor Morrow.
Okay. Thank you, Director Scruggs, and I apologize for my my formal attire. I had to officiate a wedding at City Hall, so this has been an exciting day for that couple and their family, but it's also an exciting day because we're here to commemorate Arbor Day, and of course later to dedicate and do a ribbon cutting for this relatively new Brecon Trail. So it has become an annual custom for the mayor of the city of Saline to submit and seek approval from City Council a resolution celebrating Arbor Day. And I'm not going to read this document in its entirety, but I do want to read just a few sections of this proclamation. So, whereas trees are a renewable source giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and beauty in our community. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now therefore, I, Brian Morrow, Mayor of the City of Saline, do hereby proclaim April 26, 2013, as Arbor Day in the City of Saline, and I urge all of our citizens to celebrate this special day and support the efforts to protect our trees and our woodlands. Furthermore, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the hearts and to promote well-being of this community and future generations. And this document is signed by myself and dated, I actually signed it on the 4th day of March 2013. So I just want to thank you all for being here. I also want to acknowledge, and I think this is in your program, this blue spruce, this very attractive blue spruce, was donated by...
This one is the white spruce.
White spruce, excuse me. This white spruce, which is still very, very beautiful, was donated by Nature's Garden.
Lodi Farms.
Lodi
I'm
Farms,
sorry,
okay.
I didn't prep him.
Okay. That's my bad. I should have asked.
This is our white spruce.
Okay, white spruce. Okay, white spruce donated by Lodi Farms, excuse me. And later we're going to be doing the ceremonial planting of a blue spruce donated by Nature's Garden. So a real strong shout out to Nature's Garden and to Lodi Farms. Those are two great businesses. They don't exist in the corporate limits of the city of Saline, but they do a lot for our community, and we thank them for that. So again, thank you to Director Scruggs and Jody Roberts and our DPW and all city staff and my council colleagues who are here today. We greatly appreciate that. Are we now going to do some...
Kelly Hall, one of our youth council, is going to do a tribute.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kelly.
Hello everyone. My name is Kelly Hall, and I'm part of Saline Youth Council, which is sort of the city council for teens. And I know all of us are just very excited about this beautiful park, this beautiful day, these beautiful trees, and so we decided it would be appropriate to just do a tribute here. So I found a poem sort of about what trees mean to communities and what trees mean to youth as they grow up along with these trees. So this is Arbor Day by Walton F. Stover. In the early autumn, when the leaves begin to fall from off the pretty saplings and the other trees so tall, is when I like to look around to find some lonesome tree and take it up and plant it where it may have company. On the cherished playground where we passed our morning life, and where the playful sunbeams chased away false pride and strife, I think it is a fitting place to plant a little grove, and thus afford the little folks a share in nature's love. Also will the children, while they study, while they play, be elevated greatly by the songbirds' rondelay, for they will find true happiness among the merry birds, and thus a lesson will be taught by signs instead of words. In the coming seasons will the shadows on the wall portray a perfect picture of the life we would recall. And when the winds of nighttime chance to murmur soft and low, they will the branches tell of that which happened long ago.
Did everyone hear the words while she was reading?
Yes, yeah, that was nice. Yes, absolutely. Before we grab some ceremonial shovels, and everyone's welcome to kind of throw some dirt in there, I'd like to thank Jay Hyde. He is one of our neighbors, and he sent out a postcard to all of the neighborhood, inviting them to come to the Brecon Park cleanup, to the Arbor Day celebration, and to the ribbon cutting. He's a new realtor in the area, and we'd just like to thank him for participating and getting involved in this. Appreciate it. All right, so who wants to get dirty?
momentous occasion for Saline. This is a very successful partnership between Saline District Library and the City of Saline. Back in, it was July of 2010, I met with a number of city staff, and the reason that we came together was we wanted to let them know that we were going to be putting in a path that started at Maple and going to the beginning of Brecon Park, and thought it was important that the city know that. They countered and said, hey, why don't we work together? Why don't we put in a 10-foot wide paved path, make it fully accessible, and in so doing that, we would, the non-transportation motorized transportation plan, which was adopted in 2009, this could be another piece of that that would be completed. So, how can you refuse City Hall? How can you say no? So, of course, we said yes, let's partner and let's do it. The city worked on a funding plan, which I'm very appreciative of, and I want to acknowledge each of the funders for this project, because truthfully, I don't think it would have happened if all of the players did not come together. We received funding from CARES. We received funding from Washtenaw County Parks and Recreation Commission. They have a grant program connecting communities. So money came from there. We also received money from the Tax Increment Finance Authority. And then the library contributed to the project. So those four players, the money came. We have signs, there's 3 of these on the trail that commemorate that, and I am very thankful, as I know the city is, for that piece. So this project started on October 8th of this past year, and I have to say, because I was out here taking pictures all the time, people were walking the trail in the dirt. They were walking the trail in the crushed stone. They walked the trail as soon as the asphalt dried, late November, and they continued to walk the trail all winter long because the city kept it clear of snow and ice. So people have been using the trail just from the get-go. So this is our formality today, but it's already a very well-used amenity in the city, and this is yet another reason why it's such a great place to live here in Saline. Okay, I've done that all without looking at my notes. That's good. Oh, I forgot to tell you the fun part though. This is fun. So I wanted to say this. So the people have been using the trail, and of course it's been the bicyclists. And I love this. There's 2 old gentlemen who are out every day on their bicycles riding this trail. They look like they've come from Russia. You know, they have the long white beards. I mean, it's classic. So they're out here every day. People are here with their strollers, with their dogs, with their rollerblades. I mean, they're using it exactly as we had hoped, and it's great. If you haven't noticed, we have had a Girl Scout, Tori Monge. She has installed 5 today, but these birdhouses should attract house wrens, screech owls, bluebirds, chickadees, purple martins, and tufted titmouses. So next time you're walking it, you'll have to check that out. The other enhancements that the library will be adding to the trail later this summer is just about in that spot right there between these large trees. We will be getting a 5-foot Jane DeDecker statue that will be commemorating our farm heritage. That will be a wonderful addition to the arts in the community. And that'll be late July, so I'll let you all know about that. We also created 2 historical signs that talk about the history of transportation in Saline, and they were not able to get installed yet because the spring has been too wet. But look for those. We'll have one at this entrance and one at the North Harris entrance. So that's pretty cool too. And last but not least, we're planning on a fall planting of daffodils along the trail so that this time next year, you'll have a splash of color. So Brian, that's my part. Would you like to?
Just very briefly, thank you, Leslie. Well, first of all, I want to sort of echo something that Leslie just mentioned. You know, a lot of communities talk a good game about collaboration and partnerships, and other communities, you know, do something about it. And I'm really proud to lead a city that has been working on collaboration for some time. And so this is a great initiative that, as Leslie indicated, was a partnership between the library, the city, the county parks and rec, and also CARES. And so without that collaboration, without that partnership, this wouldn't have been created. And so I do want to give a big thank you to Leslie, her staff, and the library board, and also to Jeff Fordyce, our DPW director. Give them a round of applause. Because without their leadership, without their vision, without their advocacy on this issue, it wouldn't have happened. This is a great addition to the community. It does enhance the quality of life that we've all come to enjoy. And so I'm glad that you were all able to take time out of your schedule to come and help us dedicate this pathway. It is a wonderful thing. And so thank you again for joining us this afternoon. Thanks, Leslie.
Thank you, Brian. Okay, and oh, come on.
I was not prepared to speak today, but I did basically say the same things. You know, it was a great project. It was a lot of fun working with the library staff and kind of twisting their arms to spend a little bit more money than they originally anticipated. But we came up with a really nice project and something that I'm proud of. And I enjoy using it, and I'm glad the community's getting a lot of use out of it. And thanks for all being here to join us and dedicate it.
And last but not least, we're looking for a new project, are we not?
Yes.
Yes.
We've got to come up with something.
Yeah. So, Kelly is going to be our cutter of the rope. So good luck. It's a tough rope. Yeah. Oh, she did it!
Way to go, Kelly.
Thank you.
This has been an SCTN production.